fellas. This is Vince Miller. Thanks so much for joining me for this devotional. We are in Proverbs chapter 6. I'm going to read verses 16 through 19. Here's how it reads. There are 6 things that the Lord hates, 7 that are an abomination to him: haughty eyes, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood, a heart that devises wicked plans, feet that make haste to run to evil, a false witness who breathes out lies, and one who sows discord among brothers. Now, I will say this. I have always found this proverb a little interesting. So let's start by noticing 5 interesting elements in this section. First, you need to know that there are not only 7 things that God hates, meaning that this list wasn't intended to be exhaustive. Second, the listing of 6 plus 1 is just simply a literary device. It's used throughout the Proverbs as a means to help like a reader like us with memorization. So don't read too much into the 6 plus 1 here, other than the number 7 is a number of completion. Third, you're going to notice here that the first 5 in this list progress through the human body from head to toe, right? Eyes, tongue, hands, heart, and feet. Fourth, you're going to notice that the last 2 bring the body back together, right? Describing types of people, specifically the liar and the troublemaker. And fifth, and finally, something that I think is essential for our application today, is that the first 5 describe immoral characteristics of a man, and the last 2 how an immoral man might be characterized. So Solomon moves from characteristics to characterized. Got it? From characteristics to characterized. So here's the lesson. And actually, it's relatively simple. Your actions determine your character, which determines how people will characterize you, right? Your actions determine your character, which determines how people will characterize you. So fellas and son, if you're listening today, you need to know that if you want people to characterize you differently, then you should act differently. Now, here's an important little caveat, right? In our relationship with Jesus, and only in our relationship with Jesus, this works a little differently. This is because our identity is founded on Jesus's action, not our action. We are characterized as redeemed by the action of Jesus Christ, right? Ephesians 1:7. And this is my identity as a man of God. This right here, redeemed, is my identity. Yet sometimes this identity will be at odds with how we characterize ourselves, because all we see is our action, not his action. But as redeemed men, we have to remember that God does not view us this way, the same way that we sometimes view ourselves, but instead, he views us through the perfect moral life of Jesus. And in this present world, guess what we get to do? We get to live this out, reflecting his glory in our life from head to toe. Such good wisdom. Guys, thanks for joining me today. Hit that subscribe button below. Leave a comment for me. Hit the like button. It helps us out. And I'll see you right back here again tomorrow.